This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Mahomes now on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The extra point, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game? Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Leo. Go. Ready.
Throwing now is Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They're going deep for Hill. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point safely through. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you either think...
And that's caught inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a carry for Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now.
Throwing on second down. Lock. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Hey, high 7.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Hey, defense.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on his...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one taken just inside the 10. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Hey, watch it.
Hey, Sam off.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Lock. And this is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. 3rd down here.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw it is Lock. He's going to fire one. And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Lock. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. From the left side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Steve 6.
Lock now on 1st down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Hey, me and you all day.
Ready?
Now Lock again. And he rifles one incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They look to throw. It's Lock. For the right side here, complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Locke now, 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. Now Locke, he lost the football to Town.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though,
and this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boyer with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Hey, switch gears.
After the turnover, here's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. On first down, Locke. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow... incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. It's been a long day for you. 44, go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 14-yard touchdown as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point from McManus is good. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
It's caught at the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they have taken the lead. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Bang, 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 bang.
Block will try again on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On third down, block. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On first and 10, here's Locke. Wide open receiver complete. That he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on second and inches. Again, it's Locke. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Point after, up and good.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Check 24, check 24. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check.
Greystone travel. Buzz, buzz. Snap.
Locked to throw on second down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Locke going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Easy.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Yellow.
Defense. Let's go, defense.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Willie Henry able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down. This is Geis. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jarrell Casey, his 2nd sack of the night. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes has some fond memories of playing here in Denver. In fact, one of his earliest NFL memories came here in the Mile High City. That was back in the final week of the 2017 season while Alex Smith was resting up for the playoffs. And we got a glimpse of what the young Mahomes could do. He threw for... And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is Mahomes. Able to find his running back, Geis. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. He's played a great game that continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Oh, and it's off the mark. Harrison Butker pushed it to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to play. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Bravo.
Clock now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chop it.
Watch twins.
Shoot.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Hey, high 7.
Locke going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you...
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 49 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Buying time to his left. Busts through the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Ready? 10 low. Roll out. And out.
Into the red zone, it's locked. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Set up. 60 outlaw. 6'6", bullet high.
Watch out.
5.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. That's on the rookie Dalton Reisner. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check pass. Check pass.
Ready?
Shotgun snap to Lock. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.